and welcome back to Just One Question with Neelakshi Sengupta. We have with us the super talented architect and theatre actor Anubha Fatehpuria. Hey Anubha, artists and actors put a lot of importance to training and learning the craft. You have trained since childhood. What do you suggest?
I would like to say that yes, it's important to learn the craft. We may have an actor in ourselves, but it is still important to learn the craft. There is an entire training process. There is an entire understanding and learning of the craft which needs to be done. It is not that easy that you just get onto the stage and speak a few lines and there it is. Especially if you want consistency in what you're doing, in your performances, you may pull off a show or two. But to keep doing the same play again and again, and you want to pull it off each time, you need to know the craft, you need to understand that, you need to learn that. So I think that's very important. And just the way you talk about a musician getting up in the morning and doing riyaz, you talk about a dancer setting aside those 2 hours every day doing a riyaz. I think it's very important for actors to keep performing, to be in that riyaz, to keep rehearsing and to keep performing.
True. But does that work for the younger generation who is a lot more restless now?
So sometimes when I see younger actors, they want to do 10 shows or 8 shows of a particular play and they feel that, okay, now I want to move on to another play and do another 4 shows of that play. So I do ask, I feel inclined to ask them that, that why do you want to, if there are audiences coming in, then why don't you want to keep performing the same play? You could still do another play and parallelly keep performing that, because I do definitely feel that it helps greatly. And that is the actor's riyaz. To be on the floor and rehearse and be on the floor and perform is also part of the actor's riyaz, apart from any personal practice or riyaz or training that the actor may be doing at home.
Unlike many art forms, theatre is a group activity. Are there enough spaces in the cities to practice so much?
Nowadays there are so many alternate spaces that have come up for theatre. It's not really only about performing in the proscenium. There are so many spaces you can perform in. And I think what I have gained out of, regular performances, more than a show or two, you keep performing the play till there are audiences for it.
So you're saying training and practice go hand in hand. Both together create the process, and that brings in the change, right?
Maybe there are some actors, I don't know, maybe there are some actors who want to just, engage with the process, go perform. I think, performance is more important maybe in some cases to some actors than that. So I think it also allows you, beautifully it allows you that space to be what the kind of actor you want to be, or the theatre person, I would say, you want to be.
And we can then say, maybe, just maybe, that theatre makes better human beings?
I would certainly hope so. Whether it does or not, I do not know. But it should. Like I said, it's not a one-way traffic. You have to allow for the theatre to change you as well. Or maybe it's a personal choice. I know that I'm in here to actually receive far more than probably I'm giving to the theatre. I think I'm receiving far more from it as a person.
There is hope then, Anubha. All is not lost for humanity. And actually, many have told me that theatre has changed their behavior pattern, their ability to handle situations.
It does. And I think it's really, it can be quite life-changing. And quite apart from the fact, I'm leaving aside the fact that it definitely takes up like a good amount of time of one's life. Theatre requires that kind of submission and that kind of time. And really, truly, if you want to pursue theatre, you will have to give it that kind of time.
And if you go into the depths of any art form, it can be a life-changing experience. Why just art for that matter? If we can immerse in any of our craft fully, it can change our lives from the core. And in both your professions, you have managed to strike that balance between art and science perfectly. I do need to understand and learn more from you. But that discussion is for another day, Anubha. have been listening to Just One Question with Nilakshi Sengupta. Thank you once again for listening in. I will be back soon.